Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Please subscribe my channel. Hey there 1000-pound sisters fans, let's talk about something that's been on everyone's mind. What's up with Tammy and her big talk about leaving Kentucky? Could this really mean the end of the show as we know it? It's hard to imagine, right? After all, the whole unscripted series, which first hit our screens back in 2020, revolves around Tammy and her sister Amy. The show's name itself, 1000-Pound Sisters, comes from the combined weight of Tammy and Amy during season 1. Since then, they've both gone through bariatric surgery and lost a ton of weight, and we've been right there with them for the whole journey. When we first met Tammy, she weighed in at a whopping 608 pounds. Despite how much her size limited her life, she really struggled to stick to a diet or fitness routine. In fact, things got worse before they got better, and she eventually weighed a shocking 725 pounds. It wasn't until a major health crisis scared her into action that she finally committed to changing her life. And wow, did she change her body! But even with all that transformation, one thing has stayed the same: her stubbornness. And that, my friends, might just be what drives her off the show for good. The problem with independence. Before Tammy's surgery, her mobility was practically non-existent. She couldn't bathe herself, feed herself, or even drive. Leaving the house was a huge event that required a wheelchair, a walker, and a special van. Because she needed so much help, she couldn't live alone. She depended on her family completely. She lived with her brother Chris for a while, then her mom, then her sister Amy. After Amy married Michael Halterman, Tammy moved into the house next door so they could continue to help her. Then, after her health scare, she checked into a weight loss rehab facility. When she got out, she moved into a house owned by her other sister, Amanda Halterman, because her old place had been robbed. Now, this is where things got dicey. In a recent season, we saw Tammy and Amanda get into a massive blow-up over the state of the house. According to Tammy, Amanda was a terrible landlord who was dragging her feet on repairs like a broken window that she says Amanda's son broke. After a huge fight, Tammy stormed out and told Amanda she was moving out. So, who came to the rescue? None other than her brother, Chris Combs, and his wife, Brittany. They just bought a house next door to their own as an investment property and offered it to Tammy. Now, don't get me wrong, it's a super kind gesture, but let's be real. Tammy's stubbornness has caused problems with every other family member she's lived with. The big question is, will she do the same to Chris and Brittany? A house divided. The Slatons have always been a super close-knit family, and that can be a blessing and a curse. Tammy loves her family, but she also craves space and independence. It's ironic, isn't it? She's the one who seems to be causing all the trouble, yet she's the one who wants to get away. All she had to do was swallow her pride and apologize to Amanda, and she could have stayed put. But Tammy's pride wouldn't let her humble herself. Instead of trying to work things out, Tammy put Chris and Brittany in a really tough spot. They have to scramble to get this new house ready for her. And Chris is understandably worried about what this could do to his marriage. He wants to be there for his sister, but he knows he has to put his wife first. It's a tough situation, and you can't help but feel for him. Is this the end of 1000-Pound Sisters? The Slatons have lived in Kentucky for a long time, and that's where the show is filmed. If Tammy actually moves away to get some distance from her family, she couldn't be on the show anymore. And let's be honest, without Tammy, would 1000-Pound Sisters even exist? At least not in the same way we know and love it. Tammy's journey from a 700-pound woman to losing an incredible 500 pounds has been amazing to watch. Losing all that weight gave her so much more mobility, but she still relies on her family for a lot of things. She can now fit into a normal car seat, but she refuses to learn how to drive. This is just another example of her stubbornness holding her back from being truly independent. Will Tammy's desire for space and her refusal to compromise lead to the end of the show? Or will she finally find a way to balance her desire for independence with the love and support of her family that she so desperately needs? What do you think will happen? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.